spend 150 to 400 dollars a month. Lifetime of a woman, 120 spent on.
What's happening, people? What's going on, people? What's happening?
So here are some tips when it comes to budgeting. So
it's stubborn.
$1,800 a month.
Because we've been indoctrinated and enslaved with Christianity. Our slave master. Our people are more willing to obey a Caucasian man who is not of them, is not their own people, versus their own people. They've been programmed. What we have to understand that when our foreparents and forefathers got off them slave ships, 19 when we was brought over here to America, and that eagle landed in North America, signifying that the so-called Caucasian would come, and they would set themselves up as the stars of the heaven. They would set themselves up as Hebrews. They stole our language, our inheritance, everything that they took it from our people. But our people, they just is so damaged. You remember how in Deuteronomy 28 it says that, and he will put a yoke of iron upon our neck until he have destroyed us. During slavery, you know how our ancestors, they had them yokes of iron up on them. They had them up on them. They was walking behind. They was walking. You know, our people was in line like slaves, and they would have the yokes of iron upon each of those people, each of their necks, and they would have to carry them things when they worked out in the field. And the Most High said that, and he will put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he had destroyed them. Talking about us. Now we have what is called the modern day yoke of iron, and that modern day yoke of iron is this. And we got what is called modern day lynching. Just like that airplane that killed that Louisiana, I think that Baton Rouge news later, it exploded, I believe, when it went, it killed them. That's all I know. That was a setup. It's sneaky Monday lynching. You see what I'm saying? Our land, our language, and everything was stolen. Creole, Haitian, Levi, all of those are bywords, proverb names, all that. All those things are proverb and bywords. You see what I'm saying? But our people are so willing. They've been brainwashed, and they have been destroyed. And they had destroyed so bad. Our people are willing to believe anything the Caucasian man tells them. The worst people there is, the most destructive people on the planet, the most diseased people. I forgot to say death and destruction to America and the so-called white man, because they are what it is. They hate us, but we ain't gonna take the time to go into the word to actually see exactly what it says. We're not gonna do that. I was talking about. Oh, let me turn this thing on. I'm gonna come around. The reason why I turned it around, because I'm coming. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah. A lot of people think because they feel like because we have the same color. We have the same color. We're the same people. You may have somebody that may walk up here, maybe a darker person than me, or whatever, or they may be the same color as me. We may look like the same people, but it doesn't mean that we are the same people. Just because you have the same color or you color that person is, doesn't mean you are the same exact people. You may have people that may look lighter than me, or maybe let's say they pale white. Just because they look pale white, it doesn't mean that they're not an Israelite. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that that's not their parent's seed. You can't go by the color, you go by the bloodline. It's about the seed. It's about who carries the seed. The father is the one that carries the seed. You see what I'm saying? The woman doesn't carry the seed. That man carries the seed. That man plants that seed. Whatever that seed, whenever he plants that seed into that woman, see, the child gonna be what the father is. You see what I'm saying? It's not gonna be, ain't no such thing as mixed. That child gonna be mixed with the Italian and black and all that kind of stuff. No. If it's gonna be one. You see what I'm saying? So you may see the Japanese and the Chinese people, they look alike, but they still not, that don't mean they're the same people. You may see Africans and the Negroes, African, the Hispanic, blacks and Negroes. You look at us, we look like we the same people, right? But we not the same people. Even in the Bible, it tells you that. These are some things that I'm trying to tell y'all now. We may look alike, but we not. That doesn't mean we are the same people. Let me tell you how. The African race is the dark race, not the Negroes. The Negroes is the black and the brown. We are two different nations of people. All you got to do is look at the story of Rebecca and Jacob when they had them two nations. Rebecca had them two nations in a womb. Every nation came out of Adam, but the Most High God chose one nation of people to be his people. That was the Israelites. He chose that seed over all of them, just like you may have a favorite pair of shoes. Everybody have a favorite pair of shoes. Everybody have a favorite thing, a favorite snack that they like eating, just like I do. But I'm using that to show y'all is that God has that's the same way it is with the Most High God. God has a favorite people. See, we was taught that he loved everybody, just like we was taught that it rained all over the world. But it doesn't rain all over the world. Just because it rained right here in Louisiana doesn't mean it's going to rain in China. And we used to believe that. We was accepting that. But our people don't want to wake up and come to their inheritance. And this is the reason why I named the YouTube channel that I have. We as people of color need to start speaking out. You see what I'm saying? Because if we sit around and accept less, then they're going to give us less. But we got to demand our stuff back. We got to demand our stuff back. Everything that the so-called white man and all the other race have stolen from us, we got to take that stuff back, man. We can't sit around here and sell it for that less, and we sit around and living in the hood, and they living in over Sugar Hill somewhere. We got to go into churches and we got to love them, and they ain't keeping us at the bottom and all that kind of stuff. How is that we are the same people? We not the same people. You can tell in the slums, in the bad neighborhoods, and the invested areas and stuff. But they want to take, after they conquered us, they stole our wealth and everything. But they put us in these ghettos, and then they turn around and put these Chinese stores over here in our neighborhood. Have you noticed that they don't have no doctors close up around us? We need to ask ourselves the question, why is it that the so-called white man don't have those stores? Every other nation can come over here and build. They can build up and get businesses and stuff like that. But we are the only people over here in the so-called America. Can't come over here and rise up and have our own businesses in our own neighborhood. But we turn around in essence going to them corner stores, buying our people buying their liquor, making them rich. But I guarantee you, we can't go into their community and do the same thing. They can come over here and sell their hair to everybody in this over here, in this country over here. But you can't pull your DNA out your head and go over there and sell your hair to them, because they ain't gonna buy it. But they can come over here and make money off yours. Make that make sense. Our people of color better wake up and come to who they are and come to a realization of who they are. Because this is what I'm put on this planet for, is to tell the truth to the so-called white man and all them other nations. We need to boldly stand up in their face and call them the devil. for what they really are. But no matter what you tell our people is so destroyed. When we got off them ships and we came over here, we was destroyed. We was destroyed. As soon as we got off them ships, we got destroyed. We were no longer, our women wasn't no longer wearing dresses anymore. When think about it. When we got off the cargo slave ships in 1619, going into 1441, going into 1865, and here it is 2019, from 1619 to 1941 to 1865. Look, we still right here in our captivity right now. So we got to ask ourselves, man. We got to start standing up and we got to start demanding. Think about this now. Look at it. I walk around in every last one of these neighborhoods around there, and I look over there and I see the white man. He living good. He got a nice home, nice car, everything. We living over here in apartments, and we living in the slums and the ghetto and the hoods and stuff, and we walking around here paying $800-900. Some of you might be paying $1,000 rent, living in the ghetto and in the hood. They put the Hispanics, they part of us. Hispanics, the Native American, Latino, you notice how we all stay and being that they put us in the same neighborhoods and stuff. That's right. So I'm doing the best that I can to give y'all some knowledge based upon what I've been looking up. At least this is some information that I've been looking up. So y'all got to, we got to come out that docile state of mind we've been taught, man. And we got to come up out of that. Get out of Christianity and religion. Religion is white supremacy. All that stuff is white supremacy. But our people is stubborn. They stubborn, man. The Bible, it was prophesied that our people, when we go into captivity, our people is just rebellious. And they don't want to hear that you gotta say. When you tell them the truth. No, they don't want to hear that. They become your enemy. Galatians 4:16, therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth. No, they don't want to have nothing to do with that. They don't want to have nothing to do with what they make them, no kind of way. So that was on my mind. I had to come in. Shit, I'm gonna give y'all as much information as I possibly could.
Maybe it would get some type of
yeah.
Do you think that they would agree to do that? Yes, I would. They had something in mind.
For some reason, I always get a responsible this later, and there's always been something that does affect me.
No, that's the thing. If I'm asking you, she said her country's in text messages.
Yeah.
And when you say, when they say that they'll both take polygraph and provide you say actually that now you see the baby, it does look at all like Joe. So you kind of come off the fact that that's your thing.
Let me get me a cup. Make me up some coffee. I'm just gonna be talking here and yonder. Man, it's really something, man. Our people. We got off them slave ships, so we was very destroyed. We got destroyed. And we still are.
Told me that for like a long time, so.
The Bible says in Exodus chapter 21 and verse 16, he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. Who stole us and brought us to America? Who sold us to the white man? The Africans did.
I don't feel like I need him to be having an affair. I just believe that it was happening. heard.
Now, if they really was trying to help the so-called black native black man, black woman, so-called black man, the native Latino and Native American Hispanic, why is it that they ain't got no hospitals close up, but they got liquor stores close up in our community? A lot of our people don't have that. They don't have that discernment where they can discern that. That's something that they need to ask themselves.
Everything gets resolved, my name is good, you know.
Some people don't care about you. They want to get rich off of you. That's it.
You know, we're gonna do anything.
Okay, well, all right, I am.
Yeah, that's all they want to do.
And I'm gonna tell you about the polygraph and DNA test.
They want to get rich off of it.
Taking all those after the break.
And they make
She would stay up at night.
over $1 billion a year in hair industry and stuff. $37 or probably more over they making hair off of us. Them Vietnamese. And then when you walk in them, look, let me tell you something. What I noticed, people. When I went into a corner store today, 2 times, and I went to the one down the street last night up here, and then the one up here, just before a couple of maybe a mile before I got back home. When you sit there looking for something, you know, you sitting on the aisle and you're looking for something, and you're trying to decide what you want, and you just feel the eyes just looking at you. It's like, oh man, it's nerve-wracking. That happened to me today. So what I've done, I said, oh, I'm tired of this. So I just left about it. I said, man, I'll do it now until I get to my house. Because when you walk in there, now, how is it that you want a black man to spend his money, a so-called black, a woman, a black man to spend their money in your store? You ain't scared of, you scared of us, but you ain't scared of the money you want to spend in your store. You want me to spend money in your store, but you not in it. You trying to get rich off of me. You the enemy. The Bible said we were sold to our enemy, not to your friend. So the Chinese, Asian man, East Indian man, Italian, German, Irish, all that's Caucasian. Them people ain't your friend. The Arabs, not your friend. None of them. Matter of fact, they are the enemy. The scripture called the Arabs and the Japanese and the Chinese and the Moabites and all those people. God calls them your enemy, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. Now, if y'all want to continue to keep being ignorant like that, now I'm gonna warn you. Y'all can do what y'all want to do, but I'm gonna do everything I can and try to bring y'all some information, bro. I'm just giving you the real reality of it. You may think it's a cartoon in your house, but when you walk out there before the other nations in the world, walking out there in the real world, you know what they got us doing? They got us in the hood killing each other. That's what they got us doing. When we see each other, that's why we can't stand each other when we see each other in the streets. That's what they got us doing. And you and I, we can't even see that.
Connect with everything you love online with Cox Internet. Call today. Get Cox Internet starting only $19.99 a month. Stream all your favorite shows with up to 1 gig speeds available everywhere. Plus, get panoramic Wi-Fi with fast, super fast internet all over your home. Stay connected with Cox Internet starting at just $19.99 a month for up to 10 megs.
I'm trying to think. I don't want to open up this. Yeah, I'm just talking to y'all while I'm trying to throw something together and make it taste good. You know how it is, a so-called people in color is.
9999.
When I found out that Leslie was pregnant, I was very concerned that it might be Joe's child. After I realized that I had to do a message from absolutely free.
Yeah, man.
I believe that if Leslie was confident 100% that that child was
So
not
I think
Joe's,
before I open
I
that,
don't know if the baby is Joe's, possibly could be.
I'm telling y'all though, I'm just doing this here because I'm trying to, think of as much as I could and give y'all as much information as I possibly could. Because see, my job is to school you. When y'all go around, go in these stores and corner stores and stuff, when you walk in there, just keep your eyes open, man, and pay attention to when you walk in there. You could be looking at something, just sitting there. If you sit there too long, they're gonna be walking and following you down the aisle like they really like checking, like to see if they're trying to see what needs to be put out on the front of the store. But really, they be watching and seeing if you're gonna do this or you're gonna take this or that. That's what they're doing. They're afraid of us. They're your enemy. All they want is your money. That's all they want. And they making money off of us. And then when they make up the money that we going out working for, guess what? It was already ours from the get-go. When they enslaved and killed off hundreds and billions of Native American Indians. That's how we celebrate Thanksgiving. When you celebrate Thanksgiving, you're celebrating your own people being murdered and slaughtered by the so-called Europeans. They came over here, tricked the Indians, and promised them equal rights. If you even look in the Constitution, they tell you equal rights, but we don't really have no equal rights in the Constitution. You can look in the Constitution and you can see that's all jacked up because we are not living. If they want to say we are the human race, we ain't no human race. We not all equal. They'll tell you, oh, we all equal and we all this, and they'll try to say let's all try to get along and all that kind of stuff. That's the lie that they push in the Christianity churches. That's I'm telling y'all, that's the lie that they push in these churches to tell you that, why don't we all just get along and do this and that. That's a lie. The so-called white supremacists and all those things, all they do is lie every day, all day long on their TV shows, on their radio, TV, all that. They lie on the TVs and everything. Everything is white supremacy, and all white supremacists do is want to fill the TV fill your children's mind on the TV with a bunch of lies. They do it through the movies, they do it through the games, through these games, Nintendo game with the gun and all that kind of stuff. They're using all of these things is to enforce their culture and enforce that down our throat, just like they did when we got off the slave ships and when do y'all know they had the old ship of Zion? They had a white Jesus on it. When we got off that ship, we was introduced to that white Jesus, and it messed our minds up and did all this stuff. That's why all these church buildings, all these buildings and stuff that comes up, and they building all these buildings and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff was set up. The white man built up a bunch of buildings, but the Bible says they build, but I should throw down. That means the Most High God is going to throw all of that down. Babylon is going to fall. America is Babylon. Why do you think that a lot of people want to come to America? A lot of people want to come to America because America is the place of sin, to keep you in sin. That's why they call you. They ain't gonna call you. Your biblical identity is in the Bible. Every last one of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people, your real identity is in the Bible. Your real identity is if you're American black, you call yourself a so-called African American, and your dad is a so-called African American man, you're from the tribe of Judah. You're from the same tribe God came out of. The Creole. If you're a regular Creole, you're Haitian, you come from the tribe of Levi. That's your biblical identity. They're telling us, giving us all these names. They stole them and they put them names upon themselves. Just like them fake Amaleks over there in Israel right now. Them fake Amaleks over there in Israel, they are not the real Jews. They are the Jewish people. You see what I'm saying? But the Torah belongs to the so-called black and Hispanic and Native American man. But they took all of these things and they put us under this and they make us think that we was not the real people of the book, but we are the people of that book, based upon what I read and what I seen in the book. So I'm trying to, before I turn the camera, I'm trying to just remember as much. I'm trying to say as much as I could. So yeah, so you can go and look this information up. People say, well, you want people to believe what you want to know. I don't want you to follow me and believe and accept what I say. I want you to go and do your own research and think for yourself. That's what I want you to do. I want you to think. I want you to I want to put you in a mind frame where to put you to think. Ask questions. That's what I'm trying to get you to do. Ask if you don't understand or if you don't know something. asking questions. It's not about following me. It's about asking questions and questioning different things. And keep your eyes and your mind open. That's it.
But yet you say you take it as much as
It's like a lot of people say, "Oh, well, that's your religion."
okay, and
No, I'm not trying. That's your interpretation. No, I don't want you to follow. No, it ain't my interpretation. No prophecy of the Bible is of any private interpretation. So what I'm telling, what I'm saying, it ain't nothing.
So it moves dopamine to the frontal part of your brain. So it's right behind
It ain't nothing private
you. And then you are able to
about
concentrate.
what I'm telling you.
Blood pressure goes up because that's what speed does. That's your appetite. That's what speed does. Doesn't let you sleep. That's what speed does. So you've been a speed addict for years now.
Looking for rice pop, spraying that them noodles they have down in there. Trying to whoop something up here.
All right, and what are some of the emotional side effects of using?
Yep. So man,
You're really high and you're energetic. When the drug wears out your system, you know, it's like taking 10 cups of coffee, energetic, getting the ball, taking more, and keep that cycle going. And if you have thoughts,
Yeah, man.
start these drugs that you might be fooling around, they become huge. And it's on your way.
no, it's not about agreeing. I'm looking for. I might have to just take and just hold it, take a lid, and pour this water off of him. Yeah, I think I might just do it like that. That's what I'm gonna end up doing. Because I can't find the rice flour. Gotta do it the hard way. The old way.
You're from people who know best. Where did you start to see this start to change? That's why I want you to take not forgotten. It seems like it doesn't have a lot to offer. It does.
It's the only get the latest player news, scores, and stats right at your fingertips. Download the free Flash Wars app today from First American Bank and Chevrolet. If your loved one was prescribed an opioid medication or pain developed in addition to an anti-human overdose, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call attorney Morris Smart at 525-8000 for a free consultation.
Now, lightweight flawless coverage plus SPF. Retrieve Urban Cover Foundation SPF and pollution protection. It's our most protected foundation. Retrieve Urban Cover
Oh yeah, I'm going down, just pouring this water off of this these spaghetti. I didn't cook them all. I just cooked some of them. Those new spaghetti. You can cook them all. Okay. I guess I'm gonna see it right here.
I use the Amber from all my business and personal insurance. Their insurance agent.
Like everywhere you go, the hometown you born and raised in, you grew up all your life. Everybody, 9 times out of 10, everybody gonna know you. The average person will know you, boy. Like they say, you can't get around. I did videos about you can know a person all your life, and just because you know them doesn't mean that they're going to interact with you. As you get old, you can be ate out the same bowl, slept in the same bed, drunk out the same cup, drunk the same from the same cup, drinking the same cup of coffee, eating the same piece of biscuit. You can slice it in half, you can eat with them, everything. And you can just see people on the streets and you can speak to them like, and the greeting will not be the same. You see what I'm saying? It won't be the same. People can change, you know, and usually when you find things like that happen, it usually be people, it be that person be them been that way the whole time. It just takes a while for it to come out, or usually it reveals itself. And that's why I say when I say we put some water, the stove can play.
The detectives, you know, it'd be weird for a 19-year-old girl to be drugging a wife and dragging her down the hall and just to sleep with her. The detectives find me and she was amazing. I need to find out.
Can't even find that. Okay, wait, here it is.
This is what where you're drawing from that role, you do 30 days of not checking. And you roll it at this point. And so everything becomes accurate. And
You have to open it up with a knife, because I don't see no can opener in here.
Things that might be a fleeting thought become something you can get obsessed with, and you start to construct an entire delusional system around it. You start to hallucinate things that aren't there in something that might just be a benign video. You start reading into it things that aren't there. You have to use some thought to go along with it. You're seeing things in videos that I don't see. I have many people in these videos that say, tell me what you speak of. I haven't done anything to see these videos, but you. And it's changing your blood chemistry, it's changing your brain chemistry, and you've become obsessed with this by your own description, staying up all night, hours and hours, looking at these videos with this obsessive thought that you're going to find something. And you're seeing something that, frankly, objectively is just not there.
Why are you trying? I'm sorry. No, I don't understand what you're thinking that's making you cry.
It's just been a very hard year for me.
So, I mean, but explain if you don't mind, right? What is it?
It's been a very tough year for me. And I didn't realize what it was going to do.
Yeah, I always try to hit my people in. On some knowledge about their inheritance.
So you're angry and you're frustrated. You don't think we're gonna believe this.
I guess I just wanted some type of resolution, and I guess
How much sleep have you been dreaming of? Did you sleep that night?
yeah, I had cut it way down on my head.
Before you cut it back?
The last, well, before that, I was dead for several days.
Sometimes it's good to videotape what you do.
But now I don't do that.
I know that, yeah.
Right,
So if you have an idea in your head, it reinforces it.
absolutely. And I realized that when I stopped listening to my audio tape.
You say you realize it, but you don't realize it. You can still believe it.
No, I believe that he's still happy. I believe that the thing
Where do you realize? You just said you realize what?
No, I realize that I am.
But you realize the effects the alcohol has on your brain.
Absolutely.
No, you don't.
Let me drink my coffee. It should be warm enough.
Like sit down on yourself and look. There's nothing objective that really proves it. And you're on a drug for a long period of time. If you're chemistry.
Well, and you guys hear the thing that originally.
I'm drinking my coffee straight black.
But she doesn't know.
When the defendant turned off, Peter, do we need to turn it on?
Mm. You can?
Here, turn it on.
Embracing a certain thought. She said,
Oh.
I'm crying because my feelings aren't being validated. Which means you're not telling me what I want to hear. I have a belief.
It's a certain
you not
way to
agree
treat it.
with me, and that upsets me because it makes me think that I've invested all of this time, effort, and energy into something that isn't true, which means either I am insane
When it's
or I've gone down this road the wrong direction all of this time, and I want you to tell me what I want to hear. And that's what I said, why is it so important for you for him to be having an affair? There's an alternative explanation for that, and I'm going to unpack all of this for her in a few minutes. Now, she may embrace this or she may not, and I'm going to tell Joe what his ownership in this is, because he's not innocent in all of this, but not for the reasons she thinks. We'll be right back. Closed captioning provided by
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale is going on now. For a limited time, save up to 30% or get 0% interest for 6 whole years. Only at America's #1 furniture and mattress store. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
There are women who know when little leagues show up, you don't go home. You go fight it. Poise Ultra Thin Pads are 5 times drier than the leading Always Period pad, so you can stay here and stay amazing. Poise, the #1 brand for light lighter leagues.
I was pulling up to Rilla in Wallington in a car, ran into the back.
Bill fractured his elbow in a rear end car accident. He called and we went to work right away. We got billed $130,000. One call, that's all.
Now through Labor Day at Rooms to Go. Savings meet style. Like this Sophia Vergara 5-piece dining set. $8.75 or just $16 a month interest free. And your choice of 2 finishes. Shop now at Rooms to Go.
Martin Wine Cellar, since 1946, a thriving and committed family-owned and operated business.
Well, why is the alternate to it when they know it's
Products and services like a fine wine, specializing in wine, spirits, and in 40 years. Innovative expansions over the years, gourmet food, a deli, brunch, lunch, dinner, and happy hour, doing a destination location, offering tastings and events, catering, and specialty gifts. Come in today. Enjoy the Martin Wine Cellar experience.
Beat the heat with our cool shrimp remoulade and deep fried catfish special at New Orleans Hamburger and Seafood Company. Cream, shrimp remoulade, and our famous deep fried catfish and garlic herb rice for only $9.99. Only $9.99 now at New Orleans Hamburger and Seafood Company. No matter your plans, there's a Cox internet plan for you.
control.
Starting at $19.99 a month for up to 10
It's
megs.
supposed to be, something we could turn it on.
Plus,
Yeah.
internet Wi-Fi gets your home with fast, reliable internet. Cox has fast 1 gig speeds everywhere. Super fast speeds for those things you just can't live without. Get internet starting at just $19.99 a month for up to 10 megs. Call today to get the internet plan that fits your life. Cox Internet. Now through Labor Day at Rooms to Go. Bring home savings like this 5-piece.
You are so that you know this.
$12.77 or just $24 a month interest free. Shop now at
I
Rooms
don't
to
know
Go.
what I use.
I want Dr. Bill to help us because
That's the him.
they're all in turn to, it's like, I want my wife, baby, my best friend. I haven't seen a shred of evidence that suggests that he's having an affair with Leslie or anyone else. Now, it's like, I want you to tell me that he is, so it will validate that I'm not
And
saying
that-
it, because I believe it so desperately.
Yeah, you can,
But
yeah,
I
you
started
can.
really believing this at the same time.
We can turn the computer off.
Altering chemicals.
We're gonna find something.
And that could make Dale look up. It could make God look right. It could make everything different from this. You have to understand to put yourself where you're looking through some chemically altered goggles here that change everything that you see, change what you believe. And as a result, you're looking at him in a way that is altered. You're not looking at him objectively. What you're doing is selling yourself out to enter into her delusional system. That is not cheap. And at some point, you've got to draw a line and say, I've told you I'm not having an affair, And I'm not answering that question another damn time. Not another damn time. If you didn't decide I am, then decide I am and do what you will. But I am not having an affair. I've told you I'm not having an affair. I will not be followed. I will not be questioned.
Oh, I ain't worried about that.
White
White supremacy.
I'm not going to like your delusional system. If you decide that I am, then do what you're going to do. So then you don't have anything to worry about. If that's what you want to decide, then decide it and do whatever you're going to do. Because he's not going to enable you with this belief system anymore.
That's what I need. So,
That's what I mean. I don't watch none of that stuff on white supremacy. I don't. You know, some of our people entertain it, but I don't. Mm-hmm.
Come on, is that common sense? I mean, if he was gonna have an affair, he wouldn't
Let's look at.
if you put a motion detector under the bed and it moves during the night, well, listen, I've worked in street labs when I was doing my training, and people don't play like corpses during the night. They move, they wiggle, they turn, it's astounding how much people move during the night. There are alternative explanations for everything you all need to know.
You trust the doctor to write a prescription for you?
absolutely.
You need to trust him, and you need to go and believe that responsibility. This could be
Here's the
happening.
right lead that
No
go
one
on.
is saying that. I believe you think that. But they're not involved. If you check with the doctor, they're something else.
Why did he give you Adderall?
But for the amphetamine, it was late. And,
How did that work for you?
well, it was the first time I took it, I lost my 3 pounds, so I took it again. Exactly, I probably gained 1 back. And then I tried it, this particular time I had it with me. But my main thing was once I quit my job, I had to work from home with Joe, I did the sales and customer service. And so I needed to focus more, and probably because I was hyper-focusing on having there with the therapy, that's when the Adderall, I started using more, it was stronger.
And this doctor gave you Adderall. Did this doctor do any kind of brain scan to see if you had a depressed
Yeah,
level of
I'm
activity
just-
in your neocortex that needed to be supported by Adderall?
She did not do that. She did a written test that I took.
Come out. Joe says Auntie has always been insecure about their marriage. We're gonna find out why when we come back.
Everyone loves a good listener.
I'm gonna take a photograph.
Take my time and just
I don't.
get stuff cooked through.
I've never did it.
So translate the law. It's not just whatever the need. You don't do whatever it takes.
She wanted to come back home. Said, no, you need a different level of help.
This is a different level.
Watch the time talk show.
Drinking a mixture of sports drink, added, well, Gatorade, Powerade, Powerade.
Closed captioning provided by.
So let me turn this thing around.
Americans, you inspire us. So when we triumph over city,
Did 44 minutes and 40 seconds. It's over 40, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. So it's 45 minutes.
can make a big difference. Turmeric can lower your ability to fight infections. Serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including lymphoma and as blood, liver, and nervous system problems.
I think I left him about,
Tell your doctor.
must have been like after 10.
TB, hepatitis B, or proton infections or have flu-like symptoms or sores, don't start chemo if you have an infection. Ask your doctor.
I'm gonna go ahead and rinse my hands off in the bath.
Here's to you.
Yes. Oh, gosh. Thank you. This is really good. Okay. I mean, this is a normal summer. Yeah. And you're back for it. I'll be here for it.
At Go Auto, we don't just save you money on car insurance. We help you create moments like date nights, dog food runs, and ice cream getaways.
Quote today, go on it, low cost car insurance.
Program like to see, very,
Do you have a story only I can help solve? Go to drphil.com and click to be on the show or text Phil to 88500. Okay, I'm back with Angie and Joe, and, Angie has been convinced that Joe's having an affair, and something that you're struggling with right now is you're trying to decide, are you telling me that I'm thinking what I'm thinking, or are you telling me that I'm lying to myself? What is it you're telling me? Right?
Absolutely.
And Dr. Sophie said it very clear. You are thinking.
This is important because I really wasn't.
No, you're telling yourself you have a basis for it.
Well, like I said, in the beginning, I had more proof than I have now. And I did what other people didn't do.
And about Adderall, you said something that was really interesting to me about Adderall. This really got down. You said,
We're gonna
I
find
will stop taking Adderall
something.
and you will feel cured when you stop taking Adderall. And you need to understand the difference
Let me see.
Anxiety is an illness disorder. It's characterized by excessive uneasiness and apprehension in the absence of realistic threat. Fear is a proportionate apprehension to a realistic threat. Now, what's that mean?
I really don't have any answer for that.
Too many words.
Yes.
Okay, let me explain what I mean. Anxiety
Let me go over here
is
and check this
excessive
stuff.
uneasiness. Excessive, too much. In the absence of a realistic threat. So, if I come into your kitchen and I say, snake, and you get up and dive through the picture window. Okay? That is excessive uneasiness in the absence of a realistic threat. Now, on the other hand, if I put a snake on your kitchen table, and so you get up